Hi guys, Michael from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. It's early morning here in Melbourne. I've arrived in at the office, and one of the things I like about my trip into the office, I take an hour and a half train ride into Melbourne, and it gives me a chance to do, amongst other things, review mainstream media. And I've been fascinated these last couple of weeks about mainstream media's focus on precious metals as an investment, particularly gold, and why they can't understand why anyone would buy gold. It returns no dividend, it returns no royalty or rental or anything along those sort of lines, and it fluctuates in price up and down. At the same time, they can't see the irony of recommending a share like Tesla, which has never ever made money and is never likely to, but it's obviously a good investment, although I'm still scratching my head on that one. But moving away from that, the focus is very much on the price of gold as a straight comparison to dollars rather than its comparison to purchasing power. And that's actually where gold's secret weapon lies. It's not so much the fact that you buy it low and sell it high, although it's all nice to do that and we love doing it. It's actually the main advantage you have with gold is the fact that it's going to protect your purchasing power, and that's what mainstream media is missing. So the fact that you can buy X number of litres of milk for your ounce of gold, or the fact that you can use X number of ounces of gold to purchase your house or your car or maintain your medical expenses or whatever you need, that far outweighs the price of how many dollars that you're physically going to get. Because we all know that, well, guys, people my age have seen where, you know, you used to get 20 cents worth of mixed lollies down at the milk bar. Nowadays, one of the lollies that we used to get in our mixed lollies is now worth 20 cents. So the purchasing power of that dollar that we all seem to clamour for is rapidly deteriorating. But the purchasing power of an ounce of gold is still much the same. Yeah, okay, there's short-term fluctuations, and we're seeing probably a classic example at the moment is the gold to silver ratio, which is completely out of whack. But it will come back into balance again, and we know it will come back into balance. So by purchasing gold, by purchasing silver, by purchasing those types of precious metals, it's not, as mainstream media says, you know, a dollar increase that we're actually looking for. It's actually a purchasing power maintenance that we're trying to get with it. So in times of real political uncertainty, which we're really seeing at the moment with the chest thumping between the US and China, and we really have no idea how that trade war is going to play out. It could be detrimental to the world economy. We're also seeing you know, the political uncertainty around particularly petroleum around the Middle East there, amongst many other things, you know, the bombing of tankers and things like that, the radicalisation of lots of things. And while I'm not trying to focus on politics and religions and all that sort of stuff at the moment, there are lots of things out there at the moment, particularly that can really upset the purchasing power of both ourselves in dollar terms, but also the availability of things. And gold levels that out. Gold is the counteract to that political instability. So that is what mainstream media is missing. And it's not the currency is going to collapse and the head for the hills, the world's going to hell in a handbasket type thing. It's the average everyday maintenance of purchasing power. The price of petrol going up because we can't get the deliveries in, so the price goes up. Well, you're going to find that the gold will go up a commensurate amount. So you can still buy the same number of litres of fuel for your car in a morning with your ounce of gold as you will be able to before it goes up. And all these types of things. So read these articles. Paul Tudor Jones, who's a major investor in the States, huge multi-billionaire, runs a massive investment fund. He came out in the last week and said that gold was his top pick for the next 12 to 24 months. And even he's saying it's not so much for the increase in value, increase in price, although he does talk about an increase in price. He talks about the fact that it's this increase in stability of purchasing power that gold is going to give them that the other things, the other investments aren't going to give you. And that's where we need to start focusing, and that's what mainstream media is missing. So I just wanted to highlight that. I'm not sure if this video has actually made sense, but feel free to make comments below, or to come in and chat to us about it. Or send us an email at sales@bullionnow.com.au. You can give us a call, 1300 84 84 10, or come into the store here at 605 227 Collins Street in Melbourne. Or like I said, make a comment below, and we'll endeavour to get back to you about those things, because there's some really fascinating conversations that can be had around this. And it's really been interesting to see, just as a side note, in the shop here, the number of new people we've seen coming in that are just discovering the value of putting not all of their investments, but some of their investments into gold and silver and protecting that purchasing power. So I'd really like to see some more comments made below here. And if you're of mind to go across to silverstackers.com, become a member there if you're not already. And you'll learn a lot about the place of gold and the place of silver in your investment portfolio over there. And this is a very healthy, robust discussions going on over there about this very thing. So anyway, that's all from me this morning. Just thought I'd put it out there for comment. So thanks, and we'll talk again soon.